So it looked like Caitlin Clark has just landed a new teammate. Now, this is very eerie to me because we know Caitlin Clark is allegedly dealing with a back injury, and she was listed as probable to play today. Now, with them signing a new player, it kind of got me questioning, is Caitlin Clark going to play today? And we finna jump into this thing, man. So the Indiana Fever about 30 minutes ago went to their X account to announce to the world that they have signed a new player, Grace Vanslooten, to the Indiana Fever basketball team. Now, they also released the article to go along with this. It said the Indiana Fever signed forward Grace Vanslooten. Oh, so now they signing another big. Now y'all think it's a good idea to sign another big when we've been telling y'all to sign another big.
Picture the scene. The Indiana Fever front office is in an absolute state of chaos. The phones are ringing off the hook. The season ticket holders are demanding refunds. The fan base has practically barricaded the digital doors of Gainbridge Fieldhouse, executing a massive financial boycott. And why? Because the fans, the analysts, and anyone with a functioning pair of eyes have been screaming from the absolute rooftops that the Indiana Fever urgently, desperately needed to sign a legitimate front-court player to protect Caitlin Clark and secure the paint. Well, it looks like the relentless, deafening pressure campaign from Fever Nation has finally cracked the billionaire ownership group. About 30 minutes ago, the Indiana Fever front office officially hit the panic button. They went to their social media accounts and proudly announced to the world that they have officially signed a brand new player, a new big. Welcome back to WNBA She Serves. You already know exactly why you clicked on this video. If you are sick and tired of the mainstream sports media networks pretending that this front office knows what it's doing, if you are exhausted by the corporate access journalists refusing to call out the catastrophic roster construction, you have found your absolute sanctuary. We do not do polite corporate spin. We give you the raw, unfiltered, high-octane truth about the business and the blood sport of professional basketball. Grab a seat, lock in, and turn your volume all the way up to the absolute maximum level. Because today, we are surgically dissecting the emergency roster move that the Indiana Fever just executed. We are breaking down the signing of Grace Vanslooten. We are exposing exactly why this signing proves that Damiris Dantas is an absolute liability. And we are looking directly at head coach Stephanie White and delivering a massive, undeniable reality check. Signing a new player does not fix a broken offensive system. Let us start with the official press release, because the timing of this is incredibly eerie and highly calculated. The article states, the Indiana Fever has signed rookie forward Grace Vanslooten to a rest-of-the-season contract. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. So now they are signing another big. Now they realize it's a good idea to bring in a 6'3" forward. They completely ignored the fans during the offseason. They signed Damiris Dantas. They completely bungled the backup center position, and now that they are getting absolutely exposed in the paint night after night, they are frantically trying to plug the holes in the sinking ship. Let us look at the actual resume of Grace Vanslooten. She was drafted 39th overall in the 2026 WNBA draft by the Seattle Storm. She appeared in exactly 4 games for the Storm this season, averaging 4.3 points and 1.5 rebounds per game before being let go. At the collegiate level, she began at the University of Oregon before transferring to Michigan State, where she earned second-team All-Big Ten honors twice. During her senior season, she averaged a very respectable 15.6 points and 6.8 rebounds. Internationally, she won a gold medal with the USA Basketball 2025 FIBA AmeriCup roster, averaging roughly 5 points and 5 rebounds in that tournament. She is a solid, gritty, young professional basketball player. She brings desperately needed youth, size, and physical energy to a roster that looks completely exhausted. She will wear number 14 for the Fever. And the fact that the Indiana Fever immediately, aggressively signed her to a guaranteed rest-of-the-season contract tells you absolutely everything you need to know about the current state of their locker room. They didn't sign her to a 7-day hardship contract. They didn't sign her to a training camp deal. They gave her the rest of the year. That means somebody on this roster is about to get the absolute boot. And if you read the comment sections, the absolute heartbeat of Fever Nation, the fans know exactly who needs to be packing their bags right now. The fans are screaming, "Okay, now waive Dantes, since she is bloody useless." Great pickup from the Fever. The Fever called us complainers, but they ended up doing exactly what we said because we were right all along. Dantes should get waived next for a better big. Let us be completely, brutally honest here at WNBA Serves. Damiris Dantes has been an absolute, undeniable liability for the Indiana Fever this season. She has not shown up. She has not protected the rim. She has been completely exposed in the pick and roll. Why the front office, led by Kelly Krauskopf and Amber Cox, decided to sign her and rely on her in the first place is absolutely beyond me. It was a horrific evaluation of talent. The fans have been demanding a competent big since day one, and the front office arrogantly ignored them. Now, their backs are against the absolute financial wall, and they are forced to admit defeat and sign Grace Vanslooten. So, let us look at the WNBA salary cap mathematics, because the financial situation in Indianapolis is incredibly tight. According to salary cap experts, Vanslooten's rookie minimum deal carries a cap hit of just under $24,000, prorated for signing today. That means the massive $560 million Indiana Fever franchise is currently operating with a microscopic $6,700 left in total salary cap space. They are tapped out. This is the absolute final bullet in their financial chamber for the 2026 season. But here is the massive, towering elephant in the room that the front office is desperately hoping you ignore. Signing Grace Vanslooten is a good move. It provides depth. But it absolutely, fundamentally does not solve the root cancer that is currently destroying this franchise from the inside out. The buck does not stop with a roster addition. Because at the end of the day, it absolutely does not matter if the Indiana Fever sign Grace Vanslooten, Aja Wilson, or prime Shaquille O'Neal. If Stephanie White is still the head coach of this basketball team, the system is going to fail. If Stephanie White refuses to play her athletes in the proper positions, if she refuses to run modern, spaced-out offensive sets, if she continues to violently restrict Caitlin Clark's minutes and completely eliminate the lethal Caitlin Clark's Aaliyah Boston pick and roll, then signing new players is a complete, total waste of time and money. Stephanie White is the structural problem. She is the bottleneck. She is the architect of the archaic 1990s offensive disaster that is currently suffocating the greatest point guard in the world. And the timing of this signing is incredibly suspicious, considering the massive medical controversy currently surrounding Caitlin Clark. We know that Caitlin Clark was suddenly, mysteriously scratched from Wednesday's game with an alleged back injury. The official WNBA status report for tomorrow's game against the Golden State Valkyries currently lists Caitlin Clark as probable. The fans are terrified. The organization is keeping everyone in the absolute dark. We are sitting here less than 48 hours away from the massive Indianapolis 500, where Caitlin Clark is supposed to be the Grand Marshal, and we have absolutely no idea if the franchise player's body is physically broken. Are the Indiana Fever signing Grace Vanslooten because they genuinely want to improve the interior defense? Or are they frantically signing her as a distraction technique, trying to appease a furious fan base while they secretly manage a much larger, much more catastrophic medical situation with Caitlin Clark? With this specific front office, you have to question every single motive. The fans in the comment sections are absolutely demanding a total organizational reset. Fire the front office and Stephanie White. She is caging Caitlin Clark, and they are 100% correct. We have literally watched Stephanie White take the most effective offensive weapon the Fever possessed, the high pick and roll, and completely throw it in the garbage can because it didn't fit her rigid, dictatorial coaching philosophy. So yes, we will give credit where credit is due. The Indiana Fever desperately needed another big. They signed Grace Vanslooten. Welcome to Indianapolis, Grace, but do not let this minor roster move distract you from the ultimate goal. The boycott must continue. The pressure must remain absolute. Until Stephanie White is officially removed from her position as head coach and until Kelly Krauskopf starts treating Caitlin Clark like the billion-dollar franchise savior that she is, this organization does not deserve your hard-earned money. This is WNBA She Serves. We do not get distracted by the shiny PR announcements. We look directly at the structural failures of the WNBA establishment. If you respect the uncompromising, raw truth, if you appreciate the deep, analytical breakdowns that the mainstream media is absolutely terrified to touch, do not just sit there. Smash that subscribe button right now and join the fastest-growing community of highly educated basketball fans on the internet. Hit that like button to feed the algorithm and force YouTube to push the raw reality to the masses. And most importantly, I absolutely need to hear your unfiltered, brutally honest thoughts in the comment section below. Is Grace Vanslooten going to fix the interior defense? Should the Fever immediately waive Damaris Dantas? And do you believe the front office is using this signing to distract fans from Caitlin Clark's mysterious back injury? I want to read every single theory, every single tactical breakdown, and every single hot take you have. Drop them in the comments right now. Hit that notification bell, because the Indiana Fever drama is reaching absolute critical mass, and we will be right here breaking down every single moment. Keep your eyes on the court.